Will O'Toole, call me naive and ignorant, but please explain how we're paying more for gas when we're energy independent, why Trump isn't encouraging NATO states from buying our fuel. I thought by being energy independent, we could just take care of ourselves. Well, we can't. We can't. But oil prices are crude and so on are a international commodity that's traded on a world stage. So if there is a crisis somewhere, we have an oil, we have an independent oil reserve and independent oil flow that will never call into question our ability to access the oil. But the cost of oil does go up by virtue of the events going on around the world. So it's because it's priced globally; it's not priced domestically. Now we can lower the prices because we can flood the zone, as it were, with more oil, and Trump is doing that. They're so they're trying to keep those oil prices down. But the bottom line is oil prices are priced globally. But we'll never have a problem with access, and that was the big concern during the OPEC embargo. Then that we didn't even have access to oil, and that was really scary. Hey, Dr. Steve, this Sunday is the first round presidential elections in Peru, and the person currently leading the polls is the right-wing pro-Trump candidate Keiko Fujimori. Yeah, keep our fingers crossed. Yeah, she's from, so her dad, if I recall, didn't he win? I thought he won, the president, Fujimori. Peruvian, Japanese, and Keiko is awesome. I love Keiko. So yeah, definitely. I can't wait to see that. And then we've got the election in Hungary as well, I believe, this weekend. In human condition, Dr. Steve, if we're in a new era of tribalism, then especially on the woke communist side, how does that affect myth making? Tribalism and myths are interconnected to strengthen beliefs. Yeah. On the left side, I'd have to think about that. I mean, the mythos on the left side seems right now to be very much dominated by third worldism. And third worldism is the notion that Western civilization is the ultimate evil in the world. That's Mordor. And Sauron, or white males. And the third world is collectively, actively resisting Mordor. So Gaza, right, or whoever's their latest one, the Iranians, the third world, the global South, they are collectively doing what they can to fight back against the West. And the key symbol of that struggle is Islam. Islam is the largest bloc spreading across the third world demographic. And so whether it's Mamdani or Ilhan Omar or the Palestinians, Hamas, whatever it is, the angels are always on the side of that struggle. God is always on the side of the victim. So that's the mythos that I think is animating so much of the anti-Western, anti-white male sentiment on the left. And on the right, ironically, one of the concerns is that you're seeing a kind of new right-wing third worldism, and it's using Eurasianism, and it's using which I've interviewed Alexander Dugin twice. I'm a student of his works and very much learned a tremendous amount of him. I am a multipolarist. I do believe that. I don't believe it only moves in one direction. I don't believe it's only Russia and China rising and America falling. Sorry, it's multipolar. Power is dynamic. Power is fluid. They're during 2021 to 2020, January 19, 2025, yes, America was decreasing, China and Russia were increasing. But after January 20th of 2025, other way around. Now America increases, China and Russia decrease. And they're being boxed out, and they're being pushed back precisely because they are such significant poles. They're such a significant power. So I see multipolarity as networked and much more dynamic and the like. But there is a kind of third worldist mentality on the right that believes that America died post World War II. It was taken over by the deep state that officially took over in a deep state coup in the killing of Kennedy in '63. And ever since then, the republic that we thought we had has died. It's gone, and it's governed by these, internationalist globalists. Basically totalitarians who use this who use the technology that they have to spy on other people groups, on other nations. Now they're using it domestically in a surveillance state here at home. And so we root for anybody outside of that surveillance apparatus. So we root for China, we root for Russia, we root for Iran. I mean, this is clearly what you're seeing with a lot of the dissident right now. They're all for anyone but America and Europe, or they're for Europe, but only if Europe breaks up. They're for Canada, but only if Canada breaks up, like with Alberta. Although I am very much supportive of Alberta going independent, which it looks like we're getting the referendum. So anyway, so I think they're similar, but that is clearly a mythos. That's not something you prove. It's the basis to sort out the infinite amount of variables in life and put them in a priority structure and enable you to make moral decisions. And I think they're very similar because they're both on the left and the right. This tribalist, they're very similar, and both see America as the true evil.